Welcome to the channel 831 Alvo, live in Santa Cruz, California. For the production pruning of a flavor queen. Production pruning, taking some off, maybe about a quarter, taking off all vertical, and harvesting for budwood. This is good budwood, flavor queen budwood. Okay, and this is shooting straight up. And I'm leaving it on a graft point, so I'm gonna tie in. and then everything off, just check. Just check it. Always shaping, leaving it on a bud, pointing in the direction that you want the growth to continue. But yeah, slightly just taking some off. Okay, so here we go. Flavor queen, okay? Again, this is production pruning, harvesting budwood, and graft demonstration real quick, okay? Before I run out of daylight. Here we go. So, okay, this is vertical growth. It's coming back all the way to where it grew. I'm tying into this one. Okay. Yeah, and it looks good. Not diseased. So flavor queen budwood, okay? Remember that. This one right here. On the lower left corner on these outward facing buds. Really, there's nothing there. This on intersecting. So clean it up. Center pointing. Okay, now right here, just leave it on an outward facing bud, but I want it pretty low. So it's gonna be this one. Clean these up on intersecting. Just to avoid issues down the line. And then come back a quarter of this, leaving it on these outward facing twin buds right here. All right, let me see how that looks. Come back even further. And these shoots right here, clean them up, This one overlapping inward growth, vertical, vertical, and then come back on this one. Again, pretty aggressively. And then go around. So we're going around, bringing everything, head cutting everything by like a quarter of the new growth, just bringing it back 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, about a quarter. And then just removing potential intersecting branches. Gabriel, hello. Loaf Dog, hey. Yo, what's up? Yeah, this is training. This is a slight production pruning of the Flavor Queen Pluot in Santa Cruz, California. And that's keeping too much, but that's okay. These two right here are heading towards the fence, so I'm really gonna try to rein them in. I almost even want to eliminate them. But I want to leave a little something. So for production wise, I'll leave them on. Leave them for the next 1 or 2 years, but just know that eventually they need to come off. So, but for production wise, I'll leave them. But again, they're pointing towards the fence. And eventually you're going to want to clean them up. But I'll keep them for production right now. But I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back. Yeah, there's an outward facing bud in that direction. Again, I could have made corrections. And now the last axis, this corner right here. Okay, this is growth headed back towards the middle. So that was a thinning cut. To remove it on overlapping. Okay, possible intersecting, remove it. So thinning cuts, a lot of thinning cuts. It's very busy right here. So we're gonna have to make some selections. Because there's 3 overlapping right here. But I'm gonna remove the center. Kick this one out to the right, this growth to the right, and then this one straight. Here, twin buds off to the right, if you can see them. And then this one I'm coming up, and bam, right there. This vertical growth, but I'll just check it. I'll just check it because I'm expecting some production. And now the last one. All this right here. Good budwood. Let's see how far back I want to come back on this. Where should I tie in? Again, it needs to be balanced. What you need to take in consideration is I want to tie in closer to the tree, but if I come in way too close, the tree can die back. This axis can die back. It can find it easier to grow through some of the other competing shoots, and they'll steal the vigor. Okay, so I wanted to tie in here, but that's probably coming back like 60%, but I'll probably go here. I want to come in closer because I want to avoid the fence. But I think I'll go here. I'll go here, and hopefully this one, two, 3, 4 little wimpy branches serve as nursing branches, meaning still drawing and calling for growth and nutrients in this direction. All right, so here we go. So off of the scion budwood, we're coming up at least 1/2 inch. Air drying the pruners. Disinfect. Okay, so sprayed with some alcohol. Be patient, allow it to thoroughly dry. All right, we're good. Okay, that's gonna get tied right there. Get the knife, go in about the depth of a knife. Start about the depth of a knife and go in about the depth of the blade. Okay, so third. Alright, sorry, I'm trying to focus on not cutting myself, but at that same time not losing focus. You see? We got that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That whip and tongue, okay? Now we're doing that to the host branch. Same thing. Start at a top third, width of the blade, and drive it down. Now let me bring you in. You see how many points of contact you're possibly getting there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, hold on. But yeah, and see how I angled it? I angled it so as to a guaranteed. I need to wrap it. I need to wrap it. I need to move somewhat quick now. All right. Okay, slightly angled and kicked out. Electrical tape, okay? Tape below. And right here, I'm only slightly securing it. And now I'm tightening. So yeah, keep your draw close so it doesn't get tangled with side limbs. Keep your draw close and stretch and pull as you're coming up. All right, so this is Flavor King. Flavor King. Fresh cut. Tree wound. Just like that. Once again, that's the Flavor Queen Pluant. That's the host mother tree. Now with some Flavor King. Okay. All right, this is going to be another attempt on the Flavor King. It's going to be right here. Again, I'm already tied off with Flavor King right there. Again, Flavor Queen. Flavor Queen Pluant. So my first attempt of the Flavor King is right there. And then the second one right here. And so flavor king on the flavor queen right here. Okay, you already know, moving a little bit faster now. But disinfect between all cuts. And this is going to be the host branch, okay? So this is the scion budwood, and then this is going to be the host branch. Flavor king, flavor king. I would rather much have flavor king than a flavor queen. I already have flavor king on my multi-graft pluot, but I want it on this tree because this is an in-ground tree. All right, here we go. So fresh in the cut. It looks good. Right here at the top, come down the bud. Looks good. That's my host branch, hard to tell. All right. Scion on. Top third of the blade, okay? Started at the top. First third of the width of the blade and then drive it down to the second. first third, second third. Same thing with your host branch. Start at the first third and drive it down. And that could happen. We can still make it work. Check it out. So I sliced the wedge on the graft. So this is now an inverted cleft graft. If you can see it, this is now inverted cleft graft. Alright, let me tie it off. Sorry, I feared that was gonna happen because that side was pretty thin. But I could still make it work. Again, taking it off. I'm slipping it right there. Alright, I'm liking that much better. Check it out. So for sure, at that intersection point, the cambium layers touch. Guaranteed. Okay, but maybe not, don't over exaggerate the exposed parts. So let's clean it up. Still have that angle. Good. Still have that angle. Good. Again, because there could be some dieback, some wilt, some disease, some dieback at this little corner and can run straight into your union. So you have to watch that. But overall, I think cambium layer contact is good at either one of at the top of that little triangle or the bottom, 1 or 2 points. At least you only need at least one. But we have 1, 2 right there, and then a possible third point of contact back here. Or even the back, or even the back. Alright, so that should be another good graft right there. Let me tie that off real quick. So yeah, flavor king, and then this flavor queen host checked. Alright, you want to check your host branch tree because the vigor usually wants to run through the native branches. It almost wants to like veto or reject the graft. tree wound, okay? Cap it off. All right, last and final graft right here. All right. I'm gonna do a whip. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do a cleft graft. I didn't like my last whip and tongue, so I'm just gonna stick to what I know. And so really I've been eyeing this all summer, gauging the caliber of where I wanted to tie in. And so I've been studying it for a good minute. So make sure that your buds are upward pointing. Again, sacrifice the top buds. Clean. Come up an inch. So I want these buds to be outward facing. So I'm shaping. Sorry about that. So yeah, go back and forth. Correct your angles by pivoting your knife, okay? The knife is gonna twist you and throw you off. Okay, it has a natural grain to it. You see that twist? You see how it's already going like this, and then on this side it's following the same twist. So it's gonna want to throw you off, but correct it and cut against that grain, okay? So right there, I'm even both sides. I'm a little wider in this side. Keep driving down harder on this side, on the right side, okay? But keep watching it, keep watching it. Every cut, keep watching it. Okay, I'm narrower here. wider on this side. So really drive down on the right now, okay? And then also when I angle this up, I lean more on the right now. All right, lean, and then you're gonna have to come back and correct the flat one to clean it up evenly all the way through. And that looks pretty good. Now the host branch, we're gonna plunge the depth of this triangle. Rock back and forth, rock back and forth. And we're good right there. All right. Let me watch it. I want to be able to drive it deeper, so I'm gonna cut. All right, I maximize the points of contact, and I feel pretty good about it. So now I tie it off. Alright, I just need to reinforce that one real quick, double up on the tape. The first layer was just to secure it, but now I need to seal it and wrap it tight. But that's going to be pretty much the video. I'm out of daylight. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace.